Welcome to News 12 Weekend. I'm Erin Pellet. Southern Oklahoma woke up to devastation this morning with large tornadoes touching down last night in Sulphur, Marietta, and Ardmore. WEDA says the explosion had a 150-foot blast radius, causing broken windows and debris throughout the neighborhood. TikTok brain. It's caused by spending a lot of time scrolling and watching quick videos like this one. The plane crashed in a field off of County Road 404, less than 5 miles away from its original destination at the Gainesville Municipal Airport. Carved in the sand on Sunset Cove in Cartwright. Hashtag find Zach Doyle, the 32-year-old boater who went missing on Lake Texoma Friday. If you could see around me, people have just been over the moon to see the eclipse. They're clapping right now as the sun starts to come back out on us. An Oklahoma chiropractor has gone viral on social media after adjusting the most unusual patient. 56. That is the number of car accidents the Sherman Police Department has responded to this week alone, and the majority of them have happened here on U.S. Highway 75. Right now, I am in Fannin County, where a plane crashed around 8 p.m. last night into an open field about a mile away from me, leaving the pilot dead. The teams are judged on their tumbling skills, their crowd leadership, and their stunts. You can see the difference between these two wheat heads. This one is still intact, while the hail has knocked out most of the seeds on this one, making it a total loss. It's the childhood memories of climbing up the rocket and going down the slide that have many Durant residents sad to hear it could soon change. Senior Max Hightower has been a member of Bearcat Theater all throughout high school.
He puts in the effort.
This hard work paid off when he landed the lead male role in the play Oklahoma about 2 weeks ago.
It was a beautiful day.
But the excitement was cut short. Just days later, the Sherman High School principal called his father, Philip Hightower, to tell him about a new policy.
Actors and actresses could only play a role that was the same gender they were assigned at birth.
Stripping the lead role from Max.
I was devastated.
Hightower says his son previously played historically female supporting characters.
But they allowed Max to dress up as a male.
Something Hightower says has been a part of theater since the start.
All kinds of actors have played all kinds of parts. I mean, I grew up watching Miss Doubtfire.
Hightower thought losing the role would crush his son.
I expected him to be crying, but no, Max is a fighter.
In a statement, the district says the whole show needs to be postponed because of sexual content and profanity, adding there is not a policy on how students are assigned to roles. But for this production, the gender of the roles as identified in the script will be used for casting. This may not apply to future productions. The Hightowers are now determined to get Max back into the role and keep Sherman Theater a safe space for all students.
I want every kid to be recognized and noticed and allowed to be themselves.
The new date for the production will be around mid-January. In Sherman, Erin Pellet, News 12. On March 21st, 2022, the Buncombe Creek tornado caused widespread damage and left the Marshall County community devastated.
It was just kind of mass chaos.
For Renee Burris, it's a day she will never forget. She was at a neighbor's house for game night.
There was thunderstorm warnings, which no big deal, but I zipped my phone up in my rain jacket so that we can get wet.
The storm quickly intensified and everyone inside ran for cover.
The first small door I came to, I opened it and it was the pantry, but by then the roof was going off. I was holding on to the doorknob because it was sucking everything up.
Thankfully, no one was hurt, but the home they were in was destroyed.
We were all so happy to walk away.
As the community began recovering and clearing out debris, her belongings were never found. But after 2 years, her phone and jacket were found in a Milburn forest, nearly 50 miles away from where it started. They were found on Amber Woolley's property by her son.
He was like, "Look what I found." And I was like, "Where did you find that?" And he goes, "In the woods."
She took to Facebook to try and find its owner, and within 30 minutes, it worked.
I was getting messages back saying, "Hey, like, we found it. We found her."
I couldn't believe it.
Wow.
On Friday, Woolley was able to reunite Burris with her jacket.
It's just been laying in the woods.
and her phone, which didn't have a scratch.
So I guess Facebook is good for some things.
If it's mine, I would like for someone to do the same for me.
After 2 years, storm clouds and debris gave way to clarity and kindness.
Appreciate it so much.
In Milburn, Erin Pellet, News 12. At about 9:30 Tuesday morning, 76-year-old Jerry Harris shot himself here in the parking lot of the Fannin County Sheriff's Office. Jerry was the father of Jennifer Harris, the victim in a 2002 murder that has never been solved. Sheriff's Office officials say Jerry left a letter addressed to Sheriff Mark Johnson. In it, Jerry wrote he was tired of fighting his health issues, adding suicide was his choice, and he chose the Sheriff's Office as the location to make it easier for first responders. He also wrote his decision did not have to do with Jennifer's case, but Jerry did spend the past 22 years seeking answers in his daughter's murder. He last spoke to News 12 in 2015.
Well, it's a day-by-day thing. It's still, we think of her every day, and you know, it's ongoing.
The same year, Jerry last spoke to the case's private investigator, Jim Holloway.
I just remember him being so sad and broken down over this.
After 6 days missing, Jennifer's naked body washed ashore in the Red River with her uterus removed. Her death was ruled a homicide, but with little evidence, no one has been charged. Holloway says with newly elected leaders in Fannin County, he wants to try the case again. In a statement to News 12, Sheriff-elect Cody Shook wrote, all cold cases will be given new review with modern technology, adding all families deserve closure, something Holloway says Jerry wanted.
He told me one time, he said, I hope they do solve it before I die.
While Jerry won't see the day justice is served, those close to the case are still determined to find answers. In Fannin County, Erin Pellet, News 12.